Juventus drop points early doors over in Serie A as Napoli, Verona and AC Milan lead the charge. But who's going to be there at the end of this coming week? We'll take a little look at it next. Matchday number 3 out in Serie A. We'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep your bang up to date with all things Serie A related, Blabber Nose related, world football related. We've got it all here under a one Aruski. I'm going to try and do this one nice and slow for you guys, just in case. See if I can slow down the tempo. But anyway, if you are new to the channel, please give the video some loving. Smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe as well. Also, if you are new, and a big shout out, of course. I suck at the old slow pace. But if you want to support the channel in another way, you can join the VIP exclusive gang. That is the Patreons, of course. But we are here to talk about, of course, Serie A in all its glory, because in this week it's actually a bit of a mini double match week. Of course, a couple of teams in action twice this week, all kicking off on Wednesday. But let's get into it. Of course, take a look at how we all got on last time around over in Serie A before we jump into the current latest matches, of course, this coming week. So here we go, boys and girls. Let's take a look at the criteria then, shall we, for this past match day. 0 to 3, you're in the shit-faced gang. 4 to 7, you're in the straight-faced club. 8 plus, you're in the top banana. Okay then, folks, let's get into it. Take a look at how we all got on last time around. Of course, going to kick it all off. We're at the top of the shop there. Torino, they took on Atalanta. 6-goal thriller in this one. 4-2 in favour of Atalanta. The goal scorers coming from Atalanta: Alejandro Gomez, Luis Muriel, Hans Hatterbo and Martin de Roon for Atalanta. Andrea Balotelli got a couple of goals for the hosts, but they're outdone by free-scoring Atalanta. 6 goals in it, but 3 points going to Atalanta. Actually, with a 2-0 win myself for Atalanta, not too shabby. Cagliari, they took on Lazio, and that ended up as a 2-0 win for Lazio. Goal scorers Manuel Lazzari and Sirio Immobile on the score sheet for Lazio, as they took on more 3 points on that ball. I actually went with this a bang on the nose on that one. Bang on the piss and nose. Of course, the nicest man in football, Claudio Ranieri's boys, they took on Benevento Calcio and they lost. That's right, 5-goal thrill on this one. Benevento getting themselves a cheeky away win here. Luca Caldiarola, a couple of goals for him, and Giantano Licenza on the score sheet for Benevento as they take home 3 points. Quagliarella and Colli on the score sheet for Sampdoria as they lose. Actually went with the 2-1 win for Sampdoria. Shame on me indeed. Meanwhile, Inter Milan actually went one bet with a 7-goal thriller over Fiorentina. 4-3 win in the end for Inter Milan. Martinez, big fat OG from Cicciarini, Lukaku and D'Ambrosio on the score sheet for Inter Milan. Christian Kurambambe, Gentano Castrovelli and Federico Carrezza on the score sheet for Fiorentina as they lost 4-3. Bobby Dazzler, 7-goal thriller there. 3-0 for me, not too shabby indeed. Spezia, they took care of, they played against Sassuolo. 4-1 win in the end for Sassuolo away from home. Goals from Filipe Jurkic, Domenico Berardi, Giorgio De Ferrari, Francesco Caputo as well, with Andrei Kabalienov getting the 1-0 goal for Spezia as they lost 4-1. So yeah, not too much to get excited about for them these days. Of course, Napoli did take care of business and in style, of course, up against Genoa. Goodness gracious me, 6-goal thriller. Lozano with a couple of goals. Zielinski, Mertens, Eljovic, Elmanis on the score sheet, and Matteo Pagliatano on the score sheet for Napoli as they take a 6-0 win. And they go top of the pops with that one, of course, with goal difference, of course. Looking good, sitting 2 for 2 for them. Meanwhile, Hellas Verona, they also beat Udinese 1-0. Called it, boys. Absolutely called it in the end. 1-0 final score. Andrea Favarelli on the score sheet on the 57th minute to give Verona all 3 points. My tip for the top, AC Milan also had a nice positive outcome at the end. 2-0 win over Crotone away from home. Nice start for AC Milan so far, sitting pretty in the top 3. Frank Chiesi and Briam Diaz on the score sheet for AC Milan as they took home 3 points after a 2-0 win. Drop points, as I said at the start of the show. Roma 2, Juventus 2. Juran Vertuc got a couple of goals for Roma. Cristiano Ronaldo, a couple of goals for Juventus. Adrian Rabiot get himself sent off for Juventus as they had to play the final 30 minutes with 10 men. But Ronaldo holding face for Juventus, actually a 2-2. Actually went with a 2-2. Called it, boys. Absolutely called it. And finally, Bologna, they took care of business against... who did it? They took care of business against Parma, 4-1 in the end. Goals for Bologna. Soriano with a couple of goals. Andre Skov also on the score sheet, and Palesino on the score sheet for Bologna as well. Herianani get the 1-0 for Parma, and Simeo Icaponi got himself sent off on that one. Actually went with a 2-0 win myself for Parma, going the other way. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. For me, I got myself 6. What about you? What did you get? What did you get? Did you beat me with 6 picks? Did you beat me? We'll have a look. We'll have a look. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go and have a look. What you got? What you got? Have you got 6 or more? Oh, 6 or more.
Let's have a look then, shall we, at yours. But of course, this is what the table looks like as it stands. Of course, Napoli leading the charge alongside AC Milan and Hellas Verona, 6 out of 6 for them. Sassuolo in 4th. Juventus up to 5th now. They've got it all to do. Of course, a couple of teams still with 1 game to play, and they're going to play catch-up this coming match day. We'll talk about that in a minute. So let's get into it. Of course, take a look at, the prediction league, boys and girls. It is still live, still early doors, so you can still jump in the deep end and get stuck into the old prediction again. You can win yourself a bit of merch at the end of it. Let's get into it. Take a look at how we all got on. Of course, last time around, what did I get? 6 or something like that, some magical number. Where are we? Here we go. Bossy Mata, you did all right. H or high, not too shabby. Mike Gallagher did bits. Oh, Magic Monday, not too shabby. Hans Worst, top banana, well done to you. Denzel Keneally, not too bad. Custis K did bits. The Italian Stallion knows his stuff. Yannick Buster, not too shabby. A Judy also did okay. Niall Gallialia, not too shabby. Bayern Fan, top banana, well done to you. Clayton HD, also kicking it down the bottom there. Cody Ho, not too shabby, but give you a round of applause just for being so special. Of course, Nate Viva also killing it as well in the bottom right hand corner. Meanwhile, Deepak the Great did bits. Mr. Shane, not too shabby. Matt Gunner did Brits. Sean Brennan, he did all right. Hi, I thought I just saw you, but anyway, Victor Fisher, not too shabby. Liam 2000, well done to you. Football Mapper did okay, very well, very well. Vincent Hong as well, not too shabby. Costas K did bits. Ultra Omar Murat, well done to you, even though you just missed out, of course. And you, LG and Cow, you did bits as well. Victor Cavallio, not too shabby. We are QPR, not too bad. And Bayern Fan, well done again. Is that you? I've seen double vision, I swear. Shane O'Donnell did okay. Omar Esquivel, not too shabby as well. The Gaming Charlie, not too bad. Bossy Mata did bits. Sander 99, not too shabby. Alex Weller, he did okay. Veloshko Valicic did all right. Dennis Kennelly, also not too bad. I don't know if I'm seeing multiple predicament. It's been one of those days. Ishtan did all right. Bianca Muller, well done to you, of course. Shepherd as well, well done as well. And Neil Gallialia, he did all right as well. But anyway, let's have a look at, of course, the leaderboard as it stands. This is just week number 1 or the week number 2 coming at you. We do have a multiple lead here with Bayern Fan, Clayton HD, Football Mapper, Hans Worst, and Liam 2000. There are your week 2 prediction kings, boys and girls. Kodako not too far away. Neither is Ultra Omen Mirror and the chasing back. I would have been in around about 21st spot there, give or take. As for the overall leaderboard, after 2, this is, I think, your success rate. And your current king pings are, there's 3 of them, Football Mapper, Hansworth, and Ultra Omer with a 48% success rate so far out of 2 weeks. Of course, that's all going to change very, very rapidly, of course. As we head into match number 3, of course, this is a double match day, sort of. We've got 3 games taking place on Wednesday, so I've got to get this video out pretty quick draw. But it has been pretty manic recently with the COVID messing everything up. And, of course, the prediction league, it does take a bit of work. If you are a mathematician or a wizard with Excel or a wizard with something that could come up with some sort of system to help me with this prediction league, get in touch with me in the comment section down below, because I could do with the help. I know there must be methods out there to make it easy, but I can't figure it out, and I'm wasting like 8 to 9 to 10 hours on trying to churn these out. All for all 10 leagues. It's quite a challenge, and it's pushed because it all happens very, very soon. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Benevento taking on Inter Milan this coming match day, taking place on what? What will we have? This will take place on Wednesday, the 30th of September. These 2 sides have played each other just 3 times. Yes, that's right, 3 times. And it's actually been 3 wins out of 3 for Inter Milan over Benevento. Last time the picture was in competitive actions in 2018. In Serie A, it was a 2-0 win for Inter Milan back in February 2018. Marian Skinram score sheet, Andrew Ranacocha on score sheet as well for Inter Milan. Nicolas Voiola getting himself sent off over Benevento. Inter Milan have actually won the last 4 matches in Serie A, and they've also scored at least 2 goals in the last 6 away matches as well. Inter Milan have also won those last 3 matches against Benevento in all competitions and scored at least 2 goals in the last 3 matches against Benevento in all competitions. Goodness gracious me, it should be a one-sided really. The bookies odds on this one, 7-1 for Benevento, 3-1 on for Inter Milan. Red hot favourites, 92 is your draw. Realistically, that's it. You can't go anything but in Inter Milan. They've won 3 out of 3 for them. It's going to be 4 out of 4 for me. I'm going with a 3-0 win, comfortable win for Benevento, for Inter Milan Milan. In the end, on this match day, on the midweek match day, joining them will be Udinese taking on Spezia Calcio, the other newly promoted side, or one of the newly promoted sides. These two sides played each other just the one time in previous seasons, and that was all the way back in 2016. I don't know if it was in the cup or something. It was a 3-2 win for Spezia, that's right. The goal scorers Nanio Valiente, David Occhiarelli and Nene on the score sheet for Spezia, Rangrilo Diapol and Duvan Sabata on the score sheet for Udinese. All the way back August 2016, these two sides. Anyway, heading into this, Udinese opened up their account with a loss against Verona. Spezia opened up their account with a loss against Sassuolo. Of course, these two sides probably going to be in a relegation battle, to be honest with you. Udinese, I don't think they've changed too much since last season, and they only just survived last time around. Bookies odds 5-3 on for Udinese. They are the favourites for this one. 11-4 is your draw. 90-4 is your away win. I'm going with Udinese as well. Only just, though, 2-1 win to take it over the line and to get themselves their first match day, or the first 3 points of the season. And wrapping up the midweek matches will be Lazio taking on Atalanta. Of course, crunch on this one. These two sides played each other 108 times, according to my knowledge. And there's been 32 wins for Lazio, 36 wins for Atalanta, and 40 draws. That's right. Last 6 between these two sides. Sees 1 for Lazio, 3 wins for Atalanta, and 2 draws. Last time played each other was in Atalanta. It was a 3-2 win. Back in lockdown. It was 24th of June. 2023 2 win. Atalanta coming out on top. Robin Guzans, Ruslan Malinoevski and Jose Luis Palomino on the score sheet for Atalanta as they came back from 2 goals down to win 3-2. Martin Durun on the big fat OG and Sergej Milinkovic-Savic on the score sheet for Lazio as well. Last time played each other in Lazio was one better. It was a 6-goal thriller, 3-3 in the end. So we do expect some goals in this one. Immobile with a couple. Joaquin Corriera on the score sheet in 3-3 draw against Atalanta. Luis Monreal with a couple of goals as well. And Andrea Gomez. Heading into this, Lazio actually undefeated in 18 of the last 20 matches at home, whilst Atalanta actually undefeated in 18 of the last 90 matches period, both home and away. Lazio have also scored at least 2 goals in the last few matches in all competitions as well. This one's very, very tight. Home form is going to be a big, the home factor will be huge for Lazio in this one. 31-20 for Lazio, 5-2 is your draw, 31-20 for Atalanta. Even it's so close, you can't really separate the two sides. And on that note, it's going to be tight. So I'm going to go with goals on this one again with a 5-goal win though, 5-goal Bobby Dazzler in favour of Atalanta to give themselves a impressive start to the new Serie A campaign with 2 wins out of 2. That's right. Next up, of course, we have Fiorentina taking on Sampdoria, the nicest man in football. These two sides played each other 127 times, 45 wins for Fiorentina, 35 wins for Sampdoria, and 47 draws. The last 6, though, between the two sides, 3 wins for Fiorentina, 1 win for Sampdoria, and 2 draws. Last time played each other was in Sampdoria, was a 5-1 win for Fiorentina back in February 2020. Martin Thorsby with a big fat OG, Dusan Vilovic got a couple of goals. Federico Carreza got a couple of goals as well, as Nicolo Moriero and Milan Balderej get himself sent off on that one. Manuel Galbiadini getting himself a consolation goal for Sampdoria on that one. Last time played in Fiorentina was a 2-1 win for Fiorentina. The last time that Sampdoria were victorious over Fiorentina in Fiorentina was back in 2017 in a 2-1 win. Heading into this, Fiorentina have actually kept a clean sheet in the last 3 home matches in Serie A, where Sampdoria have actually lost 5 of the last 6 matches as well. Sampdoria's back-to-back defeats for them so far in the division. Fiorentina 1 win and 1 defeat for them. So, of course, Fiorentina will come in this there with a bit of an edge on this one. Bookies odds on this one take place on Friday, October the 2nd, 11-8 for Fiorentina. They are the favourites, 11-8 on Thursday, 35 is your draw, 4-1 is your away win. Sampdoria, my team, they're not going to get the 3 points this time, though. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Fiorentina to take it to the house. Moving forward onto Saturday's game, Sassuolo taking on Crotone. Of course, these two sides play each other 12 times, according to my knowledge. 7 wins for Sassuolo, 3 wins for Crotone, and 2 draws. The last 6 sees 3 wins for Sassuolo, 2 wins for Crotone, and 1 draw. Last time played was in Serie A back in 2018. Crotone won 4-1 win in the end. Marcelo Trotto with a couple of goals. Simi also got a couple of goals as well. Domenico Barriardi on the score sheet for Sassuolo in a 4-1 loss. Heading into this, Spezia. The Sassuolo actually undefeated in both of their first 2 games, winning the last round against Spezia and also drawing with Cagliari. Meanwhile, Crotone start off the season in pretty tremendous, horrible form. Back-to-back defeats for them, losing to AC Milan and losing to Genoa on match day number 1. Heading into this, the bookmakers' odds. What do we have on this one? It is 9-4 on for Sassuolo, 50-4 is your draw, 11-2 is your away win for Crotone on this one. I'm going with Sassuolo with a comfortable 2-0 win to take it to the bank and continue their unbeaten start to the season. Next up, of course, we have Genoa taking on Torino Torino. Now, these two sides played each other 113 times, according to my knowledge. 34 wins for Genoa, 45 wins for Torino, and 34 draws. The last 6, though, between these two seasons, 6 out of 6 for Torino. 6 wins out of 6, including the win last time around when they played each other in Torino. It was a 3-0 win with the goal scorers on the day for Torino. Who were they? I'll tell you who they were. They were Bremer, Sasa Lukic, and Andrea Bellatelli on the score sheet for Torino. Last time they played each other in Genoa in a league action was a 1-0 win for Torino as well. Bremen on the score sheet once again. Simeone Adriera getting himself sent off on that one on the 95th minute. Torino have actually failed to win their last 11 away matches, though, so Genoa could have a spring in their step on this one. They do come into this 1 win and 1 defeat so far. Back-to-back defeats, though, for Torino, losing to Fiorentina and Atalanta so far this season. Bookies odds on this one, I'll tell you that now. It is... do I tell you that now? Can I tell you that now? Genoa. I don't think I've got the odds. I don't think I've got the odds on this one. For whatever reason, I don't have the odds. But it doesn't matter about the odds. I'm going to go with a draw here. Actually, can't separate two sides. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Torino beaten Genoa the past 6 out of 6. But Genoa at home will I think they'll have something in the tank to get themselves at least something from this game. Of course, Udinese back into back-to-back action for them. Back-to-back home games as well, taking on Roma as well as Spezia. They'll come into this hopefully on the back of a win against Spezia. They'll be taking on Roma for the 99th time in the previous 98. Have gone 23 wins for Udinese, 50 wins for Roma, and 25 draws. The last 6, though, sees 2 wins for Udinese, 4 wins for Roma, and no draws. Last time the picture was in Roma. It was a 2-0 win for Udinese. That's right. The goal scorers on that day who were they? They were Kevin Lasagna on the score sheet, Ilya Nestroji on the score sheet for Udinese, Perotti and just Perotti got himself sent off on that one. However, last time played in Udinese was a 4-0 win for Udinese for Roma. Nicolo Zaniolo on the score sheet. Chris Smalling, Justin Kluivert, and Alexander Kolarov on the score sheet for Roma as well. Federico Fazzo getting himself sent off on this one. Heading into this, Roma have actually scored at least 2 goals in 9 of the last 10 matches in Serie A, and they're also undefeated in the last 10 matches as well. They started the season in okay form. Not really great form. They're just without a win in 2. Same can be said for Verona. Or should have said Udinese, winless as well so far this season, but they've only played the 1 game. Heading into this, the bookmakers' odds, 15-4 for Udinese, 10-7 on for Roma. They are the favourites at 11-4. Is your draw on this bad boy? And again, because of Roma, I do expect them to get something out of this game. And I'm going to go with a 3-pointer, 2-1 win over Udinese in the end. Next up, of course, into Sunday's games now. Atalanta taking on Cagliari. Now, these two sides have played each other 59 times. 24 wins for Atalanta, 23 wins for Cagliari, and 12 draws. The last 6, though, between these two sides. 3 wins for Atalanta, 3 wins for Cagliari. No draws. Last time played each other was in Cagliari. It was a 1-0 win for Atalanta. Goodness gracious me, that was back in lockdown as well. 5th of July, boys and girls, earlier this calendar year. Andrea Carboni getting himself sent off for Cagliari. Luis Muriel on the score sheet from the penalty spot to give Atalanta the big fat 3 points. However, the last time played each other in Atalanta was a 2-0 win for Cagliari earlier last season as well, back in November. Mario Palisic with the big fat OG, and Christian Oliveira for Cagliari to give them the 3 points. Joseph Illich get himself sent off in that game. Heading into this, Atalanta have actually undefeated in 18 of the last 19 matches in Serie A, where Cagliari actually failed to win 11 of the last 12 matches as well. Bookies odds on this one, 4-1 on for Atalanta, red hot favourites, 11-2 is your draw, 9-1 is your long shot, and that is an away win for Cagliari on this one. Sticking with Atalanta, they're free scoring, they're tough to beat, and I do expect them to get another 3 points with 3 goals over Cagliari on this match day. Bravento taking on Bologna. Of course, Benevento coming into this, according to my knowledge, going to be heading into this on the back of a defeat against Inter Milan. Now, these two sides, Benevento and Bologna, playing each other twice, according to my knowledge. It's been back-to-back wins for Bologna over these two sides. Last time they played each other was in Bologna. It was a 3-0 win back in 2018, and Bologna came in out on top with a 3-0 win. Mattia Destro, Sabine Di Mialo, and Bien Dezmali on the score sheet for Bologna. Meanwhile, the last time they played each other in Benevento was a 1-0 win for Bologna as well. Bologna have actually lost their last 4 away matches, and they've also failed to score their last 3 away matches as well. They come into this, though, Benevento, a great start for them in Serie A, 4 points out of possible 6. Meanwhile, Bologna come into this 3 points out of possible 6. Yeah. Did I say 3 points out of possible? Yeah, it is 3 points out of possible 6 for Benevento so far. Opening up their campaign with a win over Sampdoria. The bookies odds. Hopefully I can get that to you. What do we have on this one? It is 9-5 for Benevento, 5-2 is your 11-8 is your away win for Bologna. Tight one, this one. Going to give it to Bologna over the new boys. 1-0 win. Bologna can be dangerous, and I do expect them to give them what for this coming Sunday. Lazio taking on Inter Milan. This is a fruity one, of course. These two sides played each other 170 times in the past. 42 wins for Lazio, 69 wins for Inter Milan, and 59 draws. The last 6, though, sees 3 wins for Lazio, 3 wins for Inter Milan, no draws. Last time played each other was in Rome. Was a 2-1 win for Lazio. Goodness gracious me, back in February 2020. Sirio Immobile and Sergio Milinkovic-Savic on the score sheet for Lazio. Ashley Young getting a goal for Inter Milan on this one. Inter Milan are actually undefeated actually won their last 4 matches in Serie A, and they've also scored at least 2 goals in the last 6 away matches. Lazio, though, are undefeated in the 18 of the last 20 matches at home, and they fancy the chances to boot this coming match day. Bookies odds on this one. It is 70-10 for Lazio, 5-2 draw. 29-20 is your away win. I believe Inter Milan might just edge this one bookies wise. For me, though, I can't separate 2 sides. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. Into the final 3 now. Parma taking on Hellas Verona. Of course, these 2 sides play each other 17 times, according to my knowledge. 5 wins for Parma, 9 wins for Hellas Verona, and 3 draws. The last 6, though, sees, in fact, the last 2 is back-to-back wins for Verona, beating them last time around, which was just earlier this calendar year, without the fans, of course, in lockdown. 3-2 win for Verona in Verona. Last time played in Parma was a 1-0 win for Verona as well, with a 1-0 goal. Darko Lazovic on score sheet. Heading into this, Parma have actually conceded at least 2 goals in 11 of the last 13 matches, both home and away. Verona have actually failed to win the last 11 matches in Serie A as well. Bookies odds on this one. 50-8 for Parma, 23-10 is yours, 7-5 is your long shot, and that is Hellas Verona on this bad boy to take it. I like Verona, I do like it, and I do expect them to at least take the 3 points, and the big fat W on this one at the expense of Parma at home, so costly one there. Of course, AC Milan taking on Spezia this coming match. They played each other just the one time, according to my knowledge, and that one match ended up as a 3-1 win for AC Milan back in 2014. I'm not too sure. It might have been the Italian Cup, I think. Heading into this, AC Milan have actually scored at least 2 goals in 13 of the last 14 matches in Serie A, both home and away. They're also undefeated in the last 14 matches and kept a clean sheet in the last 3 matches in this one. Spezia opened up their account with a 4-1 loss to Sassuolo, whereas AC Milan been in action, of course, over in the Europa League. Back-to-back wins for them in the Serie A, but it's 4 wins on the spin in all competitions, including wins over Shamrock Rovers and Bodo Glimt, nervy one over in the Europa League on this one. So yeah, they've been busy. They've been putting up the displays. Of course, no Zlatan. He's got the old COVID at the moment. Heading into this, 5-1 on for AC Milan. The bookies odds 11-2 is your draw, 12-1 is your long shot, and that is for Spezia. I'm going with AC Milan. I've tipped them big. I'm going to keep backing the boys with a 3-0 win over Spezia. And wrapping up, it is a bit of a fruity one. It is Juventus up against Napoli. These 2 sides played each other 166 times, according to my knowledge. 77 wins for Juventus, 36 wins for Napoli, and 52 draws. The last 6, though, sees 3 wins for Juventus and 2 wins for Napoli and 1 draw. The last time played each other was in Napoli. It was in the Italian Cup. It was a 0-0 draw back in June. Meanwhile, last time they played each other in league action in Turin, it was a 4-3 win for Juventus. Goodness gracious me. Back in August 2019. Danilo, Gonzago Higuain and Cristiano Ronaldo with a big fat OG Kudo Koulibaly on the score sheet to give Juventus 4 goals. Costas Manolas, Hirving Lozano and Giovanni Di Lorenzo getting the consolation goals for Napoli. Juventus actually took a 3-goal lead on that one. Napoli pegged them back, and it was a 92nd minute big fat OG for Koulibaly to give Juventus the big fat 3 points. Heading into this, Juventus actually won 17 of the last 20 matches at home. They've also scored at least 2 goals in 13 of the last 14 matches, and Napoli have actually won their last 3 matches, both home and away. Heading into this, the bookies odds 5-4 on for Juventus, 40-5 to draw, 3-1 is your away win. Of course, Napoli top of the pops, Juventus not too far away, and a win for Juventus could actually see them go top of the pops on this one. For me, though, got to give it to Juventus, of course. Pirlo's boys doing okay, but not fantastic at the moment. They did drop points, and hopefully that, for their sake, they're not going to drop any more points, especially to the likes of Napoli. And if I'm right, which I bloody well hope be, this is what the table would look like after a completed matchday number 3, including the old midweek matches as well. AC Milan will lead the charge. Atalanta up there as well, with Hellas Verona making it 3 wins from 3 as well. Sassuolo chasing back into 4th, Inter Milan 5th, and Juventus 6th. Down the foot of the table, Crotone, Parma, and Spezia going down as it stands. Again, be sure to get Priccarooni's nice and early for the prediction league, boys and girls. Of course, the games are starting right here, right now, so get in there nice and early. It might be a little bit flexible with, of course, the deadlines on this one, but just try and get them in as quick as possible. That's it, my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, give the video some love and smash the thumbs up. Smash the subscribe if you're new. Also, check out the description. Links to my other social media platforms are in there. Twitter, Facebook, and, of course, Patreon if you want to support the channel in another way. That's the place to do it. Until then, though, Stay safe out there, of course, after this international break. So a chance for us to catch our breath and see where we are. But until then, I'll be safe. You'll be safe. Stay safe. Mask up. All that. And I'll see you all on the other side.